attorney Kim Ogg said she would enforce Abbott's abortion ban. Hello, guys. How are you? Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. How is everyone doing? Happy Saturday, friends. Now, this is an early time for me. And right now that I have time, I say, you know what? Let me just throw in there this video because Easter will almost be here, you guys. It's almost here, and I still have a couple of more projects that I wanted to share with you. So thank you for joining me today. I really hope that you have some free time to come spend it with me. So thank you so much. Let me know if you are hearing me and watching me okay. So today, this is the project we're going to be working. This beautiful bag is obviously for Easter, so you can use it for your kids or as a gift to someone for this Easter season, okay? So this is super cute to make. Hi, Tony. How are you, dear? From Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque. How are you, Tony? So that's what we are working on today, guys. Now, this project does not require any sewing. So for those of you that are intimidated by sewing, okay, well, don't be for this project because we're just gonna be gluing, okay? And we're using some foam material and it's easy to make. You're gonna have fun creating this. You can use them, like I said, for Easter to give to your children. Now, this kind of technique we're learning today, guys, you can also use it to do candy bags when you are making parties. As a party favor, you might reduce the size of the bag perhaps a little bit. Now, if you like it to be bigger, you can also increase the size of the bag. Okay, so that's no problem. You can make it smaller, you can make it larger. So today I'm gonna teach you how you make this beautiful bag, okay, and how easy it is to put it together, okay? So I'm just gonna try to see if I can get to my comments here quickly. So before we get started, now the pattern, as always, please remember that this pattern is available in the shop. If you wanna go check it out, if you like it enough to purchase it, it's available. Now also notice that in the comments, I have also already linked the information for this pattern on Etsy. So if you click on that, that will take you straight to this, okay? So, okay, well, I'm not able to see comments, but I'm gonna get started regardless of that, guys. So that way, if you have something to tell me or if there's any comments, hi Debbie. Okay, so I see Debbie and I see Tony, but I don't see anybody else. So just do me the honors, friends, and help me out by sharing this video. I would very much thank you for that. And let's go ahead and get started, okay? Oh, and then at the end, I want to show you how the project that I did inside the Spanish workshop turned out, okay? And now I know that I've been getting a lot of questions on that, if I'm gonna have it available, if the pattern or tutorial, I'm gonna have that available. And the answer to that is yes, I'm gonna go ahead and list that for sale. If you wanna go ahead and just make sure that you turn on notifications for when I post information or when the pretties become available, so you guys know when that is ready for you to get it from the shop, okay? So, but for now, let's work on this beautiful candy bag, okay? It's just adorable. Look at how cute it is. And let's go ahead and get to work on it. What do you say? Okay, so I know that I have at least 28 people here. And so I really hope that, any comments or questions, I may be able to see it here at a later time or maybe later or maybe right now if Facebook can work with me, but has not been working with me for a while. So let's just go ahead and move on, friends, okay? All right. So thank you so very much, and let's get to work. I'm going to put this to the side, and let's change the view so you can see how this is going to be looking a little bit better from this above view, okay? And then let's go ahead and get to work. Okay, so we're going to start with the base for this bag, guys. Remember, this is a no-sew project, okay? So that means we are not using needle or fabric or anything like that, okay? So now your supply list, guys, includes obviously all the supplies you're going to be needing for this project, okay? So I'm gonna be using this. This is foam board, by the way. You can also use any kind of hard cardboard as long as it's not too thin because we don't want it to be bendable, okay? So I cut the piece according to my pattern and I cut two pieces that I'm gonna use to cover this foam, okay? So I'm gonna start by gluing these pieces, or I need to start adding the cover, and I'm gonna use the hot glue. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, Tony. Yes, this is a great project for your children, okay? Now, if you are like me that loves to go to piñata parties when you have piñatas. You know that when we have piñatas, we like to distribute candy. This can be a really good project for that, okay? Or any birthday party. If you want to give candy out or favors out, this can be a perfect project for that. Okay, so notice how I have already glued the first cover, okay? And I'm gonna cut whatever excess I can see here. I like to really have it exactly to the size, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that excess. And then I'm gonna cover the other side. And I'm covering both sides just because it's important to have, a good finish for both, even though the inside won't be seen and the bottom won't be seen. But to me, it's important to have a polished look throughout, okay? All right, so now I cut the little piece of excess and now I'm gonna proceed to cover the top part, okay? So I'm gonna add now glue to this other section, including the center, and I'm gonna glue that there, okay? I'm gonna turn it around, or turn it over, so that way I can apply pressure and this can be glued nicely, okay? And just what I did with this one that I cut the excess, I'm gonna do the same with this one, okay? Because I'm gonna put I'm gonna glue the foam sheet that is gonna go around here. So I want it to have a good grip, okay? Oh, hi Peggy, how are you? And so I'm gonna cut this. I don't have a lot of excess of this foam sheet, guys, so I'm just cutting the tiny little excess that there is on here. Okay, so now I'm done, okay? I'm done with this. All right, so now that I have cut the excess of this, you friends, now I'm gonna get my piece of sheet that is gonna be the back, okay? Which is this one here. Now, this, guys, I gave you the measurements with the pattern, okay? I gave you the measurements of the pattern. Okay, so now here I'm gonna start adding some glue because I'm gonna glue this around it, okay? It doesn't matter where I start, here or there, it does not matter, it's the same thing, okay? So I'm slowly going to start adding a little bit of hot glue on one of the sides, okay? And I'm gonna start applying that there, right on the edge, okay? Right on the edge. So I'm gonna start rolling and I'm paying attention to that is, right on the edge of the piece, okay? That's how I'm gonna start it. And as I'm gonna keep on rolling it, I'm gonna keep on adding the hot glue to it, okay? So I'm gonna keep on applying this, like so, okay? I'm gonna hold it there, and I'm gonna keep on applying my hot glue. Okay? And I like doing it this way because it kind of helps me look at the line of the foam sheet, okay? So it helps me to keep a line and I don't hold it with my hands up in the air. just when I apply the glue. That's the only part that I do it, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna keep on applying it. I'm almost done with the whole thing. Okay. Okay. And so right there, I'm gonna stop for a minute. Okay. In this part, I'm gonna start applying the glue here so I can close it. Okay. So I'm gonna overlap this a little bit. Whatever left over, overlap it. Okay. Gonna go like that. Now I'm gonna give this a few seconds. I want it to really be secure before I start messing with it. Okay. We're gonna add a trim to this section once we have it all complete. Now first, I wanna make sure, don't force this because we want this to be, okay, exactly at the same level, okay? We don't want to, that we're folding too much or forcing this to fold. Just exactly where it folds, okay? And where it falls, okay? That's where I'm gonna start, you know, just adding the glue on here, okay? So I'm gonna come here. I'm adding my glue on here. And again, I'm just gonna fold it in where it folds, okay? Making sure that that's even. I'm gonna turn it and I'm gonna put my hand inside, okay? So that way I can apply that pressure on here, okay? And I'm gonna end up with something like this, okay? Make sure that you do add good pressure there so it can glue nicely. Okay? Okay, and this is what it's looking like. Okay, here's my back. This is what it looks like. That's the back. See how nice and high straight it is? Okay, so now I'm gonna take, I wanna use some kind of trim, okay? So I'm using this from Hobby Lobby. But you can use any kind of trim you like or that you have, okay? Just make sure that you add something that you're happy with. Okay, here I'm gonna add a little bit of more glue. Okay, I'm gonna clean that little glue that squeezed out. All right, so now here, guys, I'm gonna start applying my trim, okay? So I'm gonna cut this a little bit because it's coming undone, okay? But right here on that line, that's where I'm gonna start applying my trim. This is gonna go all the way around it, okay? Gonna go all the way around it. Like so. Now you can also use, guys, if you want something bigger, well then obviously use whatever you have in mind. If you like it, use it. You can also use like the jewelry trim, or you can use rickrack trim. That would be cute, nice and simple. Okay. And look, I'm back to where I started, okay? I'm going to do a little bit on top of this. I'm going to overlap it a tiny bit right there. And I'm going to glue it before I cut it because this kind of comes undone when I cut it, okay? So that's why I try to do the hot glue there first. Like so. And add a little bit extra to make sure that these little pieces will stay in there. Oh, thank you. This is regular glitter foam sheets. You find it at Hobby Lobby or Michaels, or visit Claudia's Decor for a larger variety. She has a whole variety of foam sheets. Some of them are striped, and she has all sorts of different colors. And she has, oops, and she has larger sizes. Okay, so I would definitely, if you're looking for larger sizes of foam sheets, then Claudia will probably have those available for you. Okay, that's where I bought it when I look for something bigger for bigger projects. Okay, I just buy it from her. Okay, so now guys, I'm gonna follow the same process. Okay, so here's how it turned out. I'm gonna follow the same process that I just did here with the top part. Okay, with the top part. So let me go ahead and get this straight first, so I don't get it crooked or the wrong side. So I'm going to start here again. Here I'm going to cut that little excess. Now the only thing that I need to tell you guys is when you are picking a trim, I don't care so much about the bottom one, but the top part, don't choose something that is way too big, okay? Because we're gonna make holes on here, and you don't want them to be so thick that you end up with holes all the way almost on the middle of the back, okay? We don't want a very, very wide trim. By the way, I made this a little bit longer than my prototype because I think that, you know, I wanted to see more of the bunny. So that's why I ended up increasing the size of the bag. The height, not necessarily the size, but the height of it. Okay, so I'm back to where I started, friends. Okay, so let me cut this excess here. I don't want to see that undone thing. And I'm gonna add a little bit of hot glue here. There. And this is gonna go over like so. And then here again, I'm gonna trim that. Okay, it's gonna end up looking like so. I'm gonna make sure that I add a little extra for those little ends that come undone. I don't want to see them. Okay, unraveling like that. So I'm gonna cut it like so. All right. Okay, so here is my bag. Okay, so here's my bag already, the front and the back. Okay, so now look at what we're gonna do. Because this is gonna be standing, you gotta make sure that you see your bag centered. Okay, and when you do that, then you're gonna do this. Okay, it's gonna look kind of like this, but then this sides, I'm gonna make them towards the inside like that. Okay, and this the same. Okay, you're gonna have to play with it a little bit at first while you get this right. Okay, and what I'm after is I want to create kind of like a flat look, right, from the front and the back. Okay, but you want to make sure that when you do this, okay, you end up kind of like on a centered section, something like that. Okay, now keep in mind, you know, the longer it is, you know, the nicer or the neater you're gonna have to hold this in place. Okay, and so this is what it's gonna look like. Now, if it looks a little wrinkled on the sides, don't panic, don't worry about it, because you're gonna stuff it with candy. Okay, so that's not gonna be a problem. But I do want you to put close attention, okay, to the way you are folding this part up here. Okay, you gotta push these, okay, and then bring the rest together like so. Okay, and this is what you're gonna, it's almost gonna look like a bottle. Okay, like kind of like like a bottle. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like. If you want, you can also do, guys, hold it a little bit more from down, like lower, okay, from a lower section. Okay, if you wish, just to make sure that you are getting this fold in the middle right. Okay, that part right there, guys, is very important. Okay, make sure that you're getting this section right. Okay, so you're gonna fold it like this. Make sure that the back is your is centered. Okay, if it you're gonna end up with the back on the side, that's not right. Okay, gotta make sure that the back keeps on being the center back. Okay, all right, and here that's where I have it. Okay, that's where I have it, and I'm going to look at what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna need either a dowel, no, not a dowel, a skewer or an awl. Okay, something like this, like a skewer I have, okay, something like that, or an awl like this, okay, but you need something sharp, okay, with a sharp point, because I'm going to mark where I'm going to make the hole so I can feed my ribbon, okay. So right there, I'm going to hold one side first, and I don't want it too close to this, guys, but I don't want it way too low either here. So something decent, okay? Maybe this is about 1 finger, okay? Maybe a couple of fingers at most, but probably not even that. Maybe a finger and a half. So I'm gonna come here, you decide where, okay? And I'm gonna push this all the way to the back, okay? And I'm not gonna push way too hard, guys, because I'm gonna use a hole puncher, but I wanna know where I'm gonna do the holes, okay? So this is the only reason I'm using this skewer, okay? That's just so I can mark the foam sheet, okay? Now the other side, okay? And try to make sure that you're about at the same level as that. You can also measure it if you want to, okay? So I'm gonna go about there, there, a little bit, okay? And so I'm going to do the same, okay? In and then out, okay? Now, I have done that, and look, now I have four. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I have four punctures, okay? Now I'm gonna take my hole puncher. You're gonna need a hole puncher. If I can find mine. Okay, right here. And on each one of those holes that I make, guys, each one of those little sections, I'm gonna create the hole in there. Okay, now I'm gonna have to work with the foam sheet because I have already done this. Now, the reason I did it before and I'm doing it after is because I wanted that little, what you call it, guys? I wanted that little section already in there, okay? So that's my first hole punch, okay? Or my hole. And then I'm gonna keep on doing the same thing with the other ones. On each one of those holes that I marked, okay? That's two. And I have three. And you need to be careful when you're making these holes that you don't pull too hard or you're not going way too rough with it, because we don't want those holes to be huge, okay? We don't want them to be torn either. So just carefully work your way on this hole puncher. Now you can also use a burner. If you have like a round burner, guys, you can use that too. Okay, so now I did one side already, okay? I started on here too, so I'm gonna continue. I need to do the other three for the other side, right? Okay. If you wanna try using your glue gun, the tip of your glue gun to make a hole in there, you can try to do that as well. But I think the hole puncher is probably better. All right, so now I'm done, right? So those are the four holes for one side, and then the four holes for the other one, okay? So now remember, all these holes must be together, okay? So when you get your ribbon, I'm gonna get some ribbon here. Which one do I want to use? I'm gonna use this one. This is from Dollar Tree. Okay. So I'm gonna start fitting my ribbon from here. Okay, now remember this hole is important. This hole must go like that. So in other words, I don't want you to start fitting this, guys, like just like that, okay? Because it's not necessarily going that way, okay? You need to, it's not from the outside, okay? It's from the inside that this needs to be fed through these holes, okay? So try your best. It's like inside and then it goes out and so forth, okay? So see like that? So I'm gonna do it like that, and because it falls, then it goes through the outside and then through this one. I hope that you're understanding what I'm telling you. You will understand when you start doing it, okay? Because it needs to go like that, like so, okay? All right, so now this is gonna go this way, inside, and then this is gonna go this way. Like so, okay? Now pull your ribbon, okay, gently, because if you pull too hard and too quick, you're gonna tear this foam, okay? So just gently and patiently pull your ribbon, okay? And then we can fix it once we have it all in there. But for now, okay, pull it one by one gently, okay? Be patient. And I always like to pull enough because it's harder as to pull as you become closer to that, and as you get closer to that other side. Okay, so now guys, we're gonna do this. So we're gonna do now this way, and then this way. Okay, like so. And then I like to go like that so that way I know where this is gonna go. Okay, so this is gonna go like so. And then from the inside, I'll go to this like that. Okay. And so that this is gonna work this way. That when I pull on here, okay, this is gonna be all together like this, and this is what is gonna keep your bag together. Okay, we're gonna pull good in a way that they stay like that. Okay, we're gonna make a what you call it, a bow here. Now I put way too long, but that's okay, and that's normally how I do it because I'm always afraid like I won't get enough, and so I always leave them longer than needed, than necessary. Okay. And so now when you pull, guys, remember this is foam. Okay. Don't pull because you're gonna tear it. Okay. Just with your fingers, make sure that they're together. Okay. And then here is where we're gonna make our bow. Okay. But that's what once we are done with everything. Okay. So, but for now, I'm going to now just make a knot for now to keep it together because I need to work on putting the bunny here. Okay. So I'm gonna put my finger in there and I'm gonna make a bow. This is a simple bow, you guys, okay? This bow is supposed to be simple, like so. And once you determine, guys, how big you want your bow or how long you want the tails or whatever, then you can cut it, okay? But this is what it's gonna look like. Now, if this was not to be open or nothing, then I would add a little bit of glue. But because it's a candy bag, right? I'm not gonna be adding no glue here at all, okay? So take your time to create your bow looking pretty. I don't need it to be that long, guys, so I'm gonna cut some of this like that. All right, and this is what it's gonna look like, okay? See how it's staying together? Okay, here you can play to make it look nicer, like so. Okay, so it's supposed to stay like that, like a lunch bag. Huh? Yeah, like a lunch bag. Okay. And here, if you wanted to give it away as a present, then you can add a little flower or something. Even though, I would still keep it simple. I would not add anything because they gotta undo this to get to the candy, right? This way. Do that other way, like that. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. Now let's talk about the bunny that goes in here. So that's the fun looking part of the sign. Let's talk about the bunny for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna put it to the side. What's going on? Are you still seeing me, guys? Okay, there you go. Okay. Hi, Mary. Yes, it's glitter. It's glitter foam. Yes, that's correct, Karen. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. So now we have the bag, right? Okay, now let's talk about the bunny. The bunny is super cute. Now, guys, let me tell you this bunny. If you want to create this bunny by itself and you want it to look larger, you can enlarge this pattern. Just create the bunny, okay, by itself. So I'm having all the sections here for the bunny. And let's just start working on it, except I want to add a little bit of color because you know that I like adding color to my pieces, okay? So I'm gonna take either a marker, you can take a regular marker, okay? Or you can use those chalk colors or like the pastel colors, the oil pastels. You can use those, okay? In my case, I'm going to use, see, like this. I buy mine at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to use the yellow one because that's normally what I use for white colors, even though depending on what I'm creating. But for purposes of the bunny, I'm using the yellow, okay? And I'm going to highlight all around the piece. Now, I'm going to follow this process, guys, with all the pieces except for the accents of the design, like the ears and things like that. Not on the accents, but on the actual pieces. I'm gonna do this, okay? I'm not gonna smudge it, okay? I'm just gonna leave it as is, okay? Like that. Now I already did that with the hands and the feet, okay? Like that. Now I'm gonna do it also with the carrot, okay? This carrot is super cute, you guys. It's adorable. And I'm going to use the brown color for that one. So I'm going to use brown. And this will just give it a little bit of an extra look to this little carrot to make them look a little bit brighter, right? A little bit brighter so they don't look as sad. And then on these little sections, I'm going to make some little marks like so, okay? So it can look more fun and more dynamic, okay? So that's what the little carrot looks like. Now, this section here, I did the same, but I did it with black, okay? And after the black color around the piece, I'm gonna use my, I'm gonna use this white acrylic pen, okay? This is white acrylic pen. And the only thing I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna add a few touches so this little section can look a little bit brighter, okay? And it doesn't look as sad or as boring, okay? So I'm gonna do that, okay? Like so. And then once I have this, I'm gonna glue that to the back of the carrot. It's gonna look like so, okay? So I'm gonna bring this. What are you thinking? Are you liking this? I am loving this. This is so cute. You won't know how cute this is until you actually see it. You're gonna be surprised on how adorable this is. Okay? Now here on the hands, I already have these, okay? But if you notice, I made a couple of lines on the paws, okay? So I'm gonna do that with a small marker, okay? A very tiny or fine tip on, this is regular marker, guys. Okay, and I'm just gonna go and do this here, like that. Now these don't have to be huge, guys. They are just small little touches, okay, to make these pieces look different, a little bit nicer, okay? Look at that, okay? All right, so then here, this one, because this is the bunny front, kind of like the cheeks and where we're gonna put the nose and all that stuff. I wanna add a little bit of color to that, okay? And I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup on it. Just blush, okay? Like a regular blush makeup. So it doesn't look as pale, okay? So just so we can bring a little bit of brightness to the face. Okay, and it's gonna look something like that. You can see now it's got a few touches of that little happy color. Okay, how cute is this, you guys? Okay, and that's all we're gonna do to that. Okay, so now the ear. Now let's go ahead and start assembling this. Okay, so I want to do a base here. Okay, I'm gonna bring this here. So I know that I have the little bunny body. Okay, so we're gonna go like make sure that you are considering. Oh, before I do that, let's do this. The face, the ruler, the face. I wanna work with the eyes. Now the eyes, guys, for this guy, those are not included. Okay, those are sold separate. Okay, but I wanna put that there so I know where the rest will go. I'm gonna have this, and then we're gonna have a nose here. Okay, it's gonna go kind of like that. Okay, I like to place this together so that way I have an idea on how high or how low those sides needs to go. Okay, so right now I'm good with that. So I'm gonna add the hot glue. And I'm gonna place it there. And now I'll glue the other eye. Yeah, you can totally make this bunny by itself, you guys, and you can make it larger. You can just take this pattern and enlarge the size of it. And you can create this bunny on its own, by itself. To use it, on your door or for a centerpiece or as a wreath attachment. Okay? Okay. All right. So now that I know where these go, then I'm going to start assembling this bunny. Okay? So pay attention to the center of your piece, guys. I like to put it right there in the center. And I'm gonna start gluing first this, but before I glue anything, I wanna make sure that I'm gluing it exactly where I want it, okay? Oh, besides that, let me do that right now. This face, I keep on forgetting about these things. This face is gonna have some overlays for the ears, okay? So I'm gonna start gluing those things first, so that way I don't have to worry about doing those later. Look at how adorable this is, you guys. Okay? And then I'm gonna do the other one, but it's gonna go like that. Oh, look at how pretty this is coming to life now, isn't it? So thank you so much, guys, for helping me share. If you can share this, that would be awesome. Now, remember this pattern is available in the shop if you wish to buy it. And then look at the feet, guys. We're gonna have 2 feet, right? So I do have the overlay for the feet too. Okay, so I'm gonna glue those. So that's one And then here's the other one. Okay. And that's what it's gonna look like. Okay. So now I already have my feet, I have the hands, and then I have everything else. Okay. So I'm gonna bring this back. This can be higher or it could be, if you want to put it, I think that on the other one, I put it right on the line of the bottom. Okay. And then this is gonna go like so, and it's gonna be like that. Okay. So now, like I said, you can also bring it a little bit taller, higher if you want to. I might. So let me bring this a little bit taller like that. Okay. So right there. Okay. So right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and then start adding my hot glue. Now, you don't need to add like crazy amounts of hot glue, you guys. Make sure that you are centered, friends. Okay? That wherever you're gluing this, it's centered. I'm gonna add now this. Okay? This is gonna go a little bit. This is gonna be a little bit on top of a little section there. Okay. So I'm gonna add glue there, glue here, and glue to the face and the head. And it's gonna go like so. Now let me get rid of that section here. And I'm gonna apply pressure, okay? I'm gonna apply pressure. Okay, so it's gonna be like that. That's how it's gonna be. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do this carrot. Well, actually I need to do the head first. Let me do the head, the face. So this is gonna go, guys, on top of this. It's gonna go like that. Okay. Remember we have the little nose. Oh, by the way, this nose, we're gonna have to do some whiskers on it, but it also has a little tooth. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little dot of glue here, and I'm gonna glue that to the tip of that heart. That's gonna be our nose, right? So it's gonna look something like that. Okay. And now let's talk about the whiskers for a minute before I start. Oops. Before I glue this, the whiskers are, I'm using thread, guys. On your supply list, it tells you what kind of thread it is. Okay. So I'm gonna cut like 3 strips of this. Okay. I'm gonna cut that there. And I'm gonna make a knot. Now this is way too big, but that's okay. Remember, that's how I am. I like to not worry about sizes, so I always cut them longer than needed. And then I can always adjust the size if I need it smaller. Okay. All right. So I made a knot in the center, so that way it will make it easier for me to glue in here. So let me then, I'm gonna glue this piece, but let me try this nose because I need to make sure that I am leaving enough room for that. Okay. So right there. Okay. So it looks good to me right there. So I'm going to add my hot glue to the center. And it's gonna go there. Like so. Okay. That's how it's gonna be. Or it's the other side. And that's the right side. Look at how cute. Isn't it adorable? Okay. So now I'm gonna add glue to this, which is the nose. And I'm gonna put this in here, which is my whiskers, right? And I'm gonna add this there. Make sure that this goes a little bit higher. Okay, like so. Now put my finger there Now this I'm gonna cut in just a second, okay? But I just want to secure it here. Okay, so now I'm gonna trim my whiskers because they were too long, right? Still be a little bit too long. I'm gonna cut a little bit more. Okay, and so look at that bunny. Oh, yeah, yeah. Isn't it cute? Okay, so then I'm gonna do the carrot first. I'm gonna do the carrot. The carrot is gonna go something like that. Okay, and I can push it a little bit under his mouth too if I wanted to, guys. Okay, kind of like that. It's not matter really. I mean, whichever way, it's okay. Like so. Okay, I can glue it there if I want to. Okay, and then I can put one of the hands will be glued there. Okay, because he will be holding that carrot there. So let me, oh, but before, I always like to place them first, okay? So I can see my placement on my other pieces. It's gonna go kind of like under a little bit like that, okay? So I guess I should glue the foot first, okay? So I'm gonna add the glue on that side of my foot and it will go there, like so. And then I'm gonna do the other one, it's gonna go like so. Notice how I'm not adding, guys, all the glue on the whole foot, okay? Just on the part that will be touching the thumb, okay? I need to add glue to the rest. Just whatever it is that I'm needing so it can stay in place, okay? Like so. See how cute? Oh, this is just too much. Okay, let's go ahead and now glue the carrot, okay? Remember, we're gonna have two hands. The other one is gonna go here, okay? Like so, okay? Like that. So let me then add a little bit of my hot glue to this carrot. And so then this will be glued there. Like so. And then the other little hand will go here. Okay, because remember he's holding his carrot. He wants his carrot. Okay. He cannot be without his carrot. And he's gonna go like that. Okay. All right. And so look at this. Now this, guys, believe it or not, this takes care of your whole design. Okay. This right here takes care of your whole design. Okay. And then obviously you tie that up after obviously you have added your candy, so it is gonna look a lot fuller, right? But this is how the bag is gonna turn out. See how pretty it looks? Neat. Okay, it's neat. This, once you fill it with your candy, obviously that won't be seen because it's gonna be full with your candy. All right, but here is how this bag turned out. Okay, so let me show you now. So look at this. Isn't it cute? So now you can create this little bag and you can create multiples, or you can, guys, if you do festivals, this can be a really cute one. This can make a really cute gift for someone for Easter. You can add your candies or fruit or whatever, okay? Or something like a little wrapped gift inside also, like a gift bag. This can be very cute as well, okay? So I really hope that you liked it. Please remember that this pattern is available in my shop if anybody's interested. If you're inside the Pattern of the Month Club, you know that you as a member get discount for this, a discount for these things. Okay, so please remember to use your code when you buy on Etsy any of these things. Okay, all right, friends. So this is how the other one turned out. Remember, this is shorter. I told you that I increased the size. And so there you have it. You can have different sizes and look at how pretty they are. Look, and they just darling. Look at this. Just beautiful. What do you think? No, Peggy, it's foam. Everything is foam sheets. This whole thing is made out of foam sheets, all of it. Except for the base, you do need a piece of hard cardboard or something for it. You can also use wood, by the way, if you want to. That's easily used. It works very well. You can use a styrofoam as well. Um, yeah, you can use those things. Okay. All righty, friends. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed it. I love making this project. It's easy, it's super adorable, and it's super cute for Easter. It's if you have children, grandchildren, this can be fun. It will be fun for them. They will enjoy it. If you have, even for your own relatives, guys, or friends, or co-workers, a teacher, or anything like that, a little gift with these bags could be fantastic for them. Okay. All right, friends. Any questions about this, guys, before I show you the next the next project, or not the next project, but whatever project I wanted to show you that I did already. I want you to see it, okay? Because some of you have been asking me, you have been sending me messages asking me about the next project that I did in the Spanish workshop. I am gonna release that as a project for you guys, and I'm planning on doing it next week, okay? Yeah, next week, because I think I'm in the middle of cutting everything else so I can redo the video, okay? But you'll have it next week, hopefully early in the week. So you'll be able to have that, okay? Now, I also want to do a free project for you guys. Let me show you what the free project will be. So next week, or maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure yet, okay? But I promise you a free project. We're gonna do this little lamp, okay? This cute little lamp, we're gonna do it as a freebie for all of you guys that spend time here with me, okay? For those of you that like to make pretty things like this, okay? This is also an also project, super adorable as you see it. We're gonna use, it's super easy. We use yarn and foam sheets and things like that, and I'll show you how you put it all together. Super easy. This is another cute project that you can use again for your co-workers or friends, for your home. Does not matter. If you like to participate in arts and crafts festivals, these cute little projects can be a good seller for you. Okay. But anyway, so we're gonna do this cute little borreguita or lamb. Okay, so I think that you're gonna love it. It's super cute. Look at that face. How pretty is that face, you guys? Isn't that just darling? Okay, we're gonna do that. And then for those of you that did not see my picture when I posted this is the project that I did in the Spanish workshop. Okay, this is the project. I'm gonna release it as a tutorial for you guys. Okay, just because many of you have been sending me messages on this. I've been getting a lot of messages on this one. So I'm gonna release it next week. You guys will have the opportunity to purchase this if you want to give it a try. This is a door hanger. This is to be hung on your door or on a wall. I was using, after I created, I hang it on my wall in my living room. I have a little section there on a door by the laundry room. And it turned out so beautiful. It's just darling. Look at this. Now, this project also, guys, is a no sew. This does not require any sewing. Okay. There's no sewing involved in this project, believe it or not. So I made a bow also with a flower. So it's super cute. You will love, making this. It's just too much sweetness in one piece. Okay? Super, super cute. And so this is the project that I'm gonna show you next week. Okay, I'm gonna make the video and then I'll put it on Etsy, and then if you like it enough, you can go get it from there. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do it. And then after the free project, not this one, but the little lamb. After this guy or this girl, we're moving on. Okay, we're moving on. I want to start making things for spring. I want to do some chickens. I want to do some little birds. I want to do some bees and ladybugs and all the stuff. And so I'm gonna start getting busy creating those. And I have a bull that I love when I looked at it, and it's like I think it's adorable. I think that it's gonna turn out super cute. Okay. All right, friends. Any questions? Does anybody have any question for me? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh, you love that, Peggy. It's super cute, isn't it? All right. Hey, Holly, how are you, hon? All right. Okay, guys. Well, then let's go ahead and wrap it up. Okay. So coming next week, this is coming to for you as a freebie, and then and then we're done with our bag. And I really hope that you loved it. And then I will continue to work on other things. I'm working on other things that I will be releasing very soon. Other easy designs, both sewn and no sewn, so we can add some variety. And hopefully you'll be back to see me. Keep on coming back for more. Please help me share it. Push that button there for sharing. And then I will see you on the next one, okay? Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have fun. I'm gonna be working on my garden, and I need to do a flower bed. That's gonna be a lot of work, but I need to tackle it because the spring is gonna be here before we know it. We've been doing so much work around the house, guys. It's been a hot mess. And so this year, I really want to tackle my exterior of my home. We have so many things started and not completed, but I want to tackle some of my landscaping. So I'm gonna be busy with that along with everything else. So wish me luck, okay? I'm gonna be doing some hard labor and this weekend, and so hopefully it will turn out good. Okay. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I really hope that you do some crafting and some spend time with family. Eat a lot, not drink a lot because I cannot drink a lot anymore. Or I've never had, but I used to drink a little bit, enjoy my alcoholic drinks, and now I don't anymore. But anyway, I definitely do want to have fun digging holes in the ground and planting flowers and stuff like that. So wish me luck, okay? So stay busy, take care, be blessed. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.